Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. We are back from our field trip to Durham, North Carolina. Eddie, if you're watching this, thank you so much. Really appreciate all the parts. We're going to put them to good use for you here. I wanted to go ahead and kind of bring you guys up to speed as to what parts arrived while we were gone, what we got from Eddie, and also Ron's been working on the car while we were gone. So I'll bring you up to speed on what Ron's gotten done so far, and then where we're kind of going from here and what the next couple days are going to look like. We're steamrolling ourselves into paint here. That's happening, and it's happening fast. So probably got 2 more days of sanding. Then we're going to do, I guess I fibbed, but not on purpose. We're going to put another coat of primer on it, only because we have burnt through to bare metal in quite a few places, blocking this out, and we want something on there to cover it. And we'll sand that down with 4 and 500 grit sandpaper, and then kind of go from there. So and once that's sanded down, the next step is going to be undercoat. We'll bedline under the hood, wheel wells, under the rear of the car, the engine bay. Get that done, let that dry and cure, and then probably for a day. And then while that's curing, we'll be doing parts. So unfortunately, this thing's got a bunch of parts. So we still have to block sand the hood and the doors. And we have to start on the deck lid and rear fenders and windshield frame. All need to be kind of body worked and put in primer and ready to go. So, but they're not far off. There's not like days worth of work on them. It's probably honestly a day, 3/4 of a day to get all those parts ready to paint. So that's not terrible. So today is Thursday, I think. So hopefully Thursday, Friday we'll be sanding on the body. Let me show you here. Y'all don't want to stare at me. So here's the car. Am I zoomed in? There we go. So today I'm going to get up under here once I clear all this crap out of the way, and I'm going to sand this. Okay, get this ready. It's close. This wheel well's already done. The outside of the car's done. Doors not done. Hood not done. But everything under the hood besides that lower firewall is ready for paint. Ron did all of the firewall on the inside, okay? All of the rockers, the pillars, back to here, okay? We still have to do this section here. That's gonna be today. And this back wall here on the side, we gotta do today. Otherwise, everything else, as you can see, is sanded and ready to rock. The back here, you know, still got to do the deck lid, but everything else is ready for that final coat of primer. We still have to sand in here and get this ready for undercoat. Not a lot of work goes into that, but it's still work. And then once we get everything sanded, okay, so I'm going to be doing the firewall, the bottom part of the dash today. Ron's going to be back here, okay, and then trying to work his way to the engine bay, right? If we can get that done, then tomorrow, right, there's some little spots on this vent that need to hit with a little spot filler. There's a couple little spots here and there around this car that just need a little just nicks and just, you know, that kind of thing. We're gonna hit that. So that is where we are at, the state of the painting here. We are close. I'd say a good 75% of this car is ready right now for paint. The only reason the rest of it's not is because we just got to block it. Block the primer we put on down. So that's where we're at with that. There's the rear fenders. They're not bad. I've already DA'd them down. They're ready just for really just to go over, hit a couple spots, and then get some primer on them. Windshield frame looks great. There's our repair we did. It looks great. It's gone. And then we're there. So that's where we're at on the body. Now, from a parts perspective, let me show you what we brought back from North Carolina. This is what we went for. Is a really good set of front seats, because we didn't have front seats at all. What we had was a set of seats that came out of our buddy's car, 35 Ford, I think it is, 35 or 36, that my wife was going to redo, and quite frankly, we just don't have the time to do them. So we have these guys. Now Eddie did give us these with it, the bottom and top, the front seat low backrest padding from the thing shop, something like that, and then also the front. So we have those for the driver's seat, and then also with this, what is this, front seat installation kit from the thing shop, low back only. It's got the hog ring, it's got the material, all the things you would need to put this seat together. So we got all of that, which is great. Get this in a place where we're not going to kill it. So the seats are awesome. Now something I do need to get, because we don't have them on these floor pans. Mike, if you're watching this, I'm going to need the seat rails. The sliders or whatever that go on the floor, so we will need that still. Eddie also had a gas tank, so we have a gas tank. We've got the front and rear bumper blocks, the pads that go on the bumper, which is pretty cool actually. I kind of like them better than the ones I have. We've got the mirrors, which I'm not going to use these mirrors because we're doing the California mirrors, but I won't lie, I'm really thinking about it. The welting that goes around the car, that's all here. Headlight buckets, or headlight bucket assemblies, which is great because mine were destroyed. So we'll use these guys, and then I'll probably paint this black, and then you got the black ring. We've got a really cool cup holder deal for a thing from Classic Consoles. It's an ashtray cup holder for a 73, 74 thing. This looks like it's really nice actually. So we're gonna figure out how to make this work, because we want to make sure that you guys can at least bring your coffee with you or whatever you're drinking. We got a locking gas cap, which we really needed because we have none. So that's going to go there. It's got the keys and everything in there. The stainless steel locking gas cap. That's great. The radio under dash piece, which is awesome because I will almost definitely use this to figure out how to put a radio in this thing. We got a short shifter, and we got the Impy, what do they call this thing? Trigger shifter, long trigger shifter. Which this is the shifter I originally wanted to put in the thing, but I couldn't see spending the money on it. So Eddie, thank you. I'm gonna probably put this thing in today, just to see what it looks like and how it feels. But really excited about this. So we got all of that from Eddie, and then while we were gone, I had already ordered a gas tank from J-Bugs with the install kit, and it is somewhere here. I just don't know where Ron put it. Might be in the shed in the back. But we have a brand new gas tank. Actually, that gas tank that Eddie gave me, I'm gonna try to put in my, I think it's might be the same as my wife's Super Beetle convertible, so that gives me a tank for that. So that is not something we're gonna let go to waste. And yeah, so that's what we've got. So we got a new gas tank with the installation kit. We got new front seats. Oh, here's the back. I have hit this once with a little leather cleaner and conditioner. It was pretty nasty. I will probably get another cover, but it is definitely better than what I had, which was nothing. And we're definitely going to use this. So yeah, guys, what we're going to do here, I'm going to climb under this car. Well, I'm going to clean all this up and put it away so I don't kill it, and then climb under this car and start sanding that firewall and just get ourselves there. We are looking at, realistically, this weekend, probably by Sunday night. It might be early Monday morning, somewhere in there. We're looking to hopefully undercoat the wheel wells, under the hood, engine compartment. Get all that undercoated and get everything taped off and all the things. And then from there, I think Monday, I'm going to try to get the paint booth from Don and get it out here. There'll be some shuffling that has to happen because it's like 24 foot long. So this frame will probably go on the side of the house. Tow mater, I don't know yet. We're going to try to get it on the side of the house. And the 40 will probably move way out there in the grass. My car will be gone. Truck will have to park in the neighbor's driveway, probably over here. And the van will probably go in the grass. Just so we don't destroy anything, you know. So, lots of moving pieces to this, but hoping next week is paint. By the end of this weekend, figure today's Thursday, so I want to sand Thursday, Friday. Saturday, I want to go around and hit any imperfections, get that final coat of primer on it. Go around and lightly sand that with 4 and 500. Car's ready for paint. And then it's a matter of taping and papering off and just getting things ready as far as the body's concerned. And then we can get all that undercoated, and that's going to look fantastic. I think you guys are going to love how this turns out. And then do what we got to do to get this thing painted. We will have to build a cart. So there's some logistics to this, but we'll have to build a cart with casters to set this down on to roll out into the paint booth. And me and Ron were talking, like, how high do we want to, you know, build a cart, right? Where do we want the body to sit? And I think pretty close to where it's at, honestly. Maybe a little lower. So we'll figure out a way to get it where it is and not fall on the ground and all the things. But anyway, guys, I'm going to stop talking and get to work. We'll have a lot more for you here later on in the day. I'll bring you along as we get some of this stuff done and show you what that looks like and the process of while we're doing it. And yeah, so we're back. Expect to see a lot more content coming out next. The next week should be a really interesting week where you're going to see color go on to the body of the thing, which should be really awesome. So be prepared for that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please like the videos and subscribe to the channel. That's a really big help for us, and we would really appreciate it if you could do that for us. We know that I think 95% of the people watching aren't subscribed. So if you're interested in what we're doing and you're watching the channel, if you could just hit subscribe, we would greatly appreciate it as we're trying to build the channel and whatnot. So anyway, guys, we're going to get to it. Have a great day. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is right about 2:45. Wanted to give you an update. We have been sanding religiously for hours. But some things have happened, so let me show you what we got. So as of right now, this whole area is ready for undercoat. I worked on this morning, all of this. We did, and if you guys watch our shorts, we test fit the new gas tank from J-Bugs in here. Fits great, just to make sure we were good there. So that's really good. Then you got Ron's finished up this area. The whole back is ready now for paint. Really, we're gonna prime it one more time and then we'll be there. I've been working under here. Get you under here. Under here, so I'm about halfway. You can see where it's darker and lighter. That big hole in the middle over there. We're about right there. But really looking good. A lot of stuff sanding out. Really kind of getting there. So next couple hours I'm going to finish that section. It just takes forever because you got to do it by hand, and there really isn't a tool to get up in there, so you're just, and it's in a weird spot. You're on your knees or sitting down reaching as high as you can. It's just kind of a bitch, but we're getting there. And then Ron right now is working, show you under here. Ron's working under here, getting this ready. And really, we're not trying to like sand anything out or do anything crazy. We're just trying to get it scuffed up enough to where the undercoating will stick. And then we got to deal with this. So we're well on our way. But I just wanted to give you an update. No parts have arrived. So actually, let's look. I don't think any parts have arrived. Let's look. Nope, no parts. So yeah guys, we're still on par for what we're wanting to do here, and now we just gotta keep sanding to get it done. And anyway, we're gonna get back to it. We're just taking a quick break. It's 90-something degrees with high humidity. I mean, it's got to be 95% humidity here. I mean, it's terrible, but we're getting it done. It's not fun wearing a mask and a suit laying under the car in 100-degree weather with just a fan. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass. You kind of miss cold weather. But anyway, we're going to get back to it, and we will talk to you guys here soon. Thanks for watching Brown's Riding Custom. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Brown's Riding Custom. It's been a long, hot day, but we have got so much done. We're way closer to undercoating and paint than we were a couple days ago. So let me show you what we got here. We got Ron playing on his phone. Big Ron, say hey. Alright, so here's what we got done. This whole area, under the hood, all of this, ready for undercoat, okay? The outside of the body, we're not quite there yet, but we're getting there. Under the dash, firewall, rockers, pillars, rear of the car, all of this, ready for paint, okay? This wheel well, ready for undercoat. Under here, ready for undercoat. Got all that sanded down. I still have to do this stuff here, this little ring here. Not going to be a big deal. I'll hit that in the morning. Big Ron's been working back here in the engine bay. We are getting close to undercoat back here. So yeah, so that's where we're at. No parts came today. We did mock up, if you've seen our short, we mocked up the gas tank and it fit perfect, so that's great. It showed up the other day from J-Bugs while I was in North Carolina. I started thinking about it and I went, I want to make sure I got the right tank and it fits and all the things before I start undercoating and, you know, finishing things. So that's where we're at. We're tired. We're gonna call it a night and come out tomorrow. Big things to get done tomorrow. Finish sanding underneath here. Finish sanding in the engine bay. Then Ron's gonna go around the car tomorrow and hit any spots, anything that needs a little love, and get that done. on the exterior of the car. And then, if anything goes right, we're gonna prime it white with the U-Pole high build primer. Just one single wet coat, just to pretty much cover up where we've sanded through in spots and this, that, and the other. You don't want any bare metal. And then we're gonna sand that. We're gonna let that dry overnight tomorrow night. If everything goes right, which it should, I think. This doesn't seem too crazy. And then Sunday, we will come out here, wet sand it, or not wet sand, we're gonna sand it with 400 or 500, whatever Ron tells me. And then the body should be ready for paint. And we should be ready for undercoat at that point. We're pretty much ready for undercoat now. Now, if that happens, Sunday night, we're thinking hard about undercoating. The wheel wells, under the back, the engine bay, and under the hood. With the, you guys can see it here, with the Raptor bed liner. Same stuff we put on the frame out here on our floors and all that. I'll show you this here. So it should look something like that. So that's the plan. And then if that goes well, the next step of this will be to let that dry and cure Monday. If we do it Sunday night, let it cure overnight, all day Monday, all night Monday. And then Tuesday, you know, hopefully we've got the inflatable paint booth up out here, and we'll be looking at building a cart for this, blocking out the doors and the hood, getting some of these other parts ready, and for hopefully, I'm hoping realistically, and only the real reason, I mean, we could paint the body probably Tuesday, Wednesday, but we won't have the parts ready. So we still got to do the hood and the doors, and we still got to deal with the deck lid, and we still got to deal with the back fenders. There's a lot of things, right? So just kind of still got a lot of shit to do, but we're getting there. So, and something else I'm thinking I might want to do, I think I'm gonna mock this back up on the frame before we undercoat. Just roll a frame under it and make sure everything fits. Bolt this thing down, make sure that everything's kind of where it needs to be. Nothing changes, nothing gets weird, and then pull it off and start shooting. Should be something that takes, you know, an hour or two, not days. So anyway, guys, that's what we have for you. If you guys could, about 98% of you are not subscribed. If you could hit the subscribe button for me, we would greatly appreciate that. We're trying to build the channel, and yeah, so, you know, if you guys could do that, that would be amazing. But anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. Tomorrow, we'll be back on it. We'll have more content for you, and we'll keep going. So thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom. Have a great night, guys.